Welcome back after a month-long hiatus to the Lava Crows. Where we last left off, we met some very interesting autognomes in a small pyramid ship who might or might not be an existential threat to all of existence in the future. But in the meantime, they were very helpful. They treeified one kobold who got a little too curious about a tree knit, and they offered some insight to Cassie version 0, whichever one is within the stasis tube. Um, and I think that's about it. Does anyone else remember anything?
I remember nothing. We were headed back on course towards what's that place called? Where's my
Avishawa.
notes? The Lava
Still
Shower.
months and months away. So let's go ahead and start with what's been going on in this week's travel time with Genevieve. Your room has been constructed.
Good. Eh, There it is. Found it. Genevieve will be working on basically organizing her room, um, getting everything exactly how she wants it, and probably have a sign that says, "Don't come in unless you're invited."
Tyler, if you could create a nice little 2x6 room around Genevieve and her tree.
2x6 room. Where in? Oh, yes, over here.
Yeah, it took me a
Ooh,
second to
these
find it too.
guys.
2 by 6 squares, I hope.
Well,
Yeah,
for
it's about two
starters,
by six in total, even though it's at an angle.
I gotta line this thing to the grid.
At least
And
meters.
then,
2 by 6 squares, so that is 10 feet by
Oh,
or two
phew.
by.
30.
So yeah, or I
hmm.
said 2 by 6. Sorry, 2 by 3. So that's
There
10
you go.
feet by 15 feet.
No, no, you said 2 by 6. We get 2 by 6. I guess it
Just
comes out
trying
of
to
something
align
else
this thing to
if
the
we do
grid.
do that.
Yeah, go ahead. No rush.
So quick.
So there's that. The kobolds have been doing that, and you've been making sure they do not mess with your tree. Especially since it seems more lightning-y lately. Um, did you want to do anything else?
Didn't we decide not before the autonomes when we were leaving
That's right. I forgot about the autonomous.
the was it a space station?
Dolphin 1, yes.
That we were going to create a what Genevieve has, but also something else. But did we decide on what that other room was?
No, you have not decided to install any facilities or had any discussions. You were going to do it out of game, and I left you guys to it.
We did not do that out of game.
Don't
Seems
take this
that
the wrong
way.
way.
To be fair, it was the holidays.
Yeah.
Exactly. Um, but it's your ship. If you want to install a special facility to do something, you guys have to decide. I gave you all the rules and all the
We did,
guidelines and
and
what you
all
can
the
do.
rooms, and I think I again because I think I basically came up with a couple other different options besides Genevieve's Garden. Is that technically what it's called? Where is that document?
This is why I have like random pages of just ooh, let's do this for for the Friday game on so many levels.
Well, and as I recall, I don't think that we can do the garden because that takes up the pantry and it's not big enough to do what Genevieve would want it to do. Unless I'm mistaken on how that worked.
That is correct. It basically transforms the pantry into an ever providing food source, but all it does is provide food. It can't create a garden with it. You can, however, update the pantry to do that and then build a secondary garden to do gardening stuff with.
There was a
I think there was a study too you were
arcane
considering.
study. Yeah, arcane study was one we were contemplating. The garden was one we were contemplating, but it sounds like
I mean, if it would take a little longer, if Genevieve could eventually convert her little space into a garden where she can also do like a little bit of her own research, she would like that. But that might take a bit more time to complete, and maybe some resources we don't quite have yet.
since it's the new year, why don't we offline this time actually try and look at what there is there for level 5 spelljammers and
You said a 2x6, John?
2x3.
2x3. Right. This
I should charge you
will
gold for it,
be
but nah.
more cumbersome, but that's okay.
To be
I
fair,
wouldn't want
we
you
were
to get
just
bored,
we were just kind of like erecting makeshift walls. This is like the cubicle walls in an office building. It's not like real walls.
It's more to give Genevieve some extra privacy and keep the kobolds from maybe getting too close to Mr. Lightning Tree. Or the unidentified or subject not found, as the autognomes indicated it was. Oh no, they said it was a splinter of unidentifiable. So do you do anything else other than guard your room while it's a room
I mean,
while it's being built?
for the next week, she would keep an eye on the process.
Unless we want to go through it right now in game, I would suggest homework for next week to decide the other one, or at least pick things that we can discuss.
I'll remind everyone at the end of the session.
Would we rather do it in game right now, or would we rather have homework?
Oh, that's true. You can do it in game if you'd like.
Homework seems more a better use of our time, honestly.
As long as we do it, because we didn't do it last time.
That is true.
In fairness, there were holidays and all that stuff. So
I did read it. I just didn't discuss it with anyone else.
Too, yeah. I definitely read it, but at this point, I need to refresh myself on some of the things.
All right, and then Tyler, I know you're building, but what is Kitlak doing this week?
So Kitlak is, I think he tried to kind of go around and see what everyone does to more or less keep this vessel running, and try and offer help where he can and try and learn a little bit, just a smidgen of everyone's trade, so he can help them out if need be, step in for them if need be, that sort of thing.
Okay, the kobolds don't really have. Some of them do have set jobs. Let me get that NPC sheet out.
Hey, John, is this room good over here before I start building the weird outer walls?
Is that fine, Genevieve, to move away from the ladder to the corner instead?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
that's
easier
fine.
to get you full squares over there.
Yeah, you don't need to do the outer walls. That just the inner one.
Oh, I
do.
You
Fair
don't
enough.
know me. I definitely do need the
Let's see.
walls.
So maps, of course, is trying to draw maps or learning to draw maps. Arya is the only kobold allowed into Genevieve's room to, from far away, study and do a daily log of the lightning branch.
Neat.
Dirt is currently undergoing therapy for being turned into a tree.
Fair.
Some let's see. Zaldi has taken two of the other kobolds just under their wing and are teaching them how to do basic preparation uh, and basic food, like stew, simple rations. They already kind of know how to do that, but he's showing them how to do it with all the preparation tools that there's available on the ship.
Mhm.
Also, the importance of washing hands before handling food,
I
which
think
they did
Kitlak
not
will
know.
join in with the food prep lesson here because they're already teaching people. He would be a little less of an added burden if he decided to incorporate himself.
Do you have proficiency with a dagger or?
Oh yeah, he's a stabby guy. Yeah.
All right. Since you have proficiency with the dagger, go ahead and roll me. Oh, I need a character sheet up. Um, I'm gonna go with. You don't have proficiency with cooking kit, right?
No, no, I don't. With the
Okay. What
cook's
do you have
utensils, I believe
proficiency
it's called.
with?
Oh, good old Kitlak has cartographer's supplies, thieves' tools, tinker's tools. That's about it.
All right. In that case, just roll me a dexterity for how well you dice the vegetables and prepare them.
Okay. Boop. Do I have proficiency to that?
Um, since you are proficient with a dagger, I'm going to say yes.
Okay. So that will be a total of 18.
You are surprisingly a natural when it comes to dicing everything so that it is perfectly equally sized, which does impress Zaldi. Not that he makes a big show of it, but he gives you a very approving grunt
Hmm.
and points to your style of dicing out to the other two kobolds. Um,
Kitlak doesn't make a big deal out of it, but he will try and help out the younger kobolds if, they need it.
One he has decided to relegate to peeling potatoes because he nearly chopped off his little finger. So,
Fair.
and
Part of the learning process.
yeah, so they are learning. Uh, let's see what else is going on. There are some that they are mending the uniforms, adjusting the uniforms so that they fit more comfortably for the kobolds. They are kind of trying to customize them a little, but they're wary of doing that because Shay likes the kobolds in uniform. Shay picked them out. You know, you should respect the Spelljammer pilot. You don't want to suddenly, you know, find yourself flung out an airlock.
So, what exactly is Cobalt therapy like? I need to know that.
Oh, well, Dr. Rourke is very very good. He just lets out a little buzz that calms and soothes and somewhat hypnotizes, and when they come out of it, they have a little less trauma. Don't remember
Oh, it's
the event
magical
quite
therapy.
as
I see.
uh, unique to
It's
grungs, I'd say. Actually, not magical, more something that they can do that usually they do for more hostile reasons, but this one uses them for a good purpose. Doesn't always work with taller people, but apparently it's very good for kobolds. Um, some still try to clean the ship, but again, there is a little furry creature that runs around and does that, so they don't really get to succeed. Um, and the one-eyed kobold does actually take hull walks. They go out and they walk along the hull, making sure that there's nothing sticking to it that shouldn't be there. Would you like to join him on that?
Are you asking Kitlak?
Yeah, Kitlak, are you going to just walk along the hull?
Kitlak isn't going to join Kobold Therapy for another Kobold. That seems a little intrusive.
No, the one, so the one-eyed
I
one, they walk along the hull and look to make sure nothing's sticking to it, which technically they're really not supposed to do when you're at spell jamming speeds, but he doesn't seem to care.
I think I think Kitlak would join him in that. Just ask him first. It seems like less of a place where he could forcibly include himself.
Boss, you can come.
Kitlak nods, and he does.
Give me 1 second here. Go ahead and roll me a luck die, Tyler.
Cool. 11.
Some random debris seems to be tangled in, but nothing hostile seems to be on board at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Since you are at spell jamming speeds, like he instructs you to hug the hull, and unlike when you've done this before at normal speeds, there is a safety rope, safety tether attached.
Mm-hmm.
So it is slightly terrifying. The mortal mind is not really meant to watch the astral sea without the defensive capabilities of a spelljammer helm, just with the naked eye. So it's a little disconcerting. But yeah, what's your con modifier?
I think it's good. Yeah, it's a 2.
Yeah, you're stern enough for this. It's a little wobbly, but you don't fall down. You're good.
I think Kitlak will, kind of check in on the mental state of the other guy that's out here.
Is good food boss? Is weird uniform boss? Is cranky pilot boss? Is insane pilot boss? Other boss? Is leader? And they indicate sort of in the direction of the kitchen. Is safe? And then he kind of wobbles his hand back and forth. Disturbing tall one in cargo aside. Is better. Not starving. Not on fire. Not stabbed.
Kitlak nods slowly. Doesn't totally understand what's being put down here, but he wants to be supportive in any way that he can.
I'm going to roll an insight for that. No, he completely misses that you're missing what he's trying to put down.
Yeah.
So he's just going to nod, and is good work you do, boss.
Thank you. It's good work, I think, all the crew does, which is why I'm doing this.
Cranky pilot, cranky owl.
We all have personalities. It's just important that we all understand one another.
I can hear you now.
Well, I mean, you are cranky.
I'm just saying I can hear you.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Also eavesdrops a lot. Makes kids uncomfortable sometimes. But dragon hear everything too, so really, samesies.
I would say try not to think about it over much.
Good at not thinking, boss.
We all aspire to such heights.
Meanwhile, Suka is has moved her box on top of the safe that you got installed from your little trade deal. Um, she seems to be very set and cozy, and just kind of waves you off when you come to check on her because she's redecorating, which in her box doesn't really take much, but at the same time, it's a Tetris game.
Good
Um,
for her.
Tessa is still occasionally taking a shot as she thinks over the Autognome situation, but she's also studying that Demon Heart tech pretty closely for something. Um, and Lishuza just turns their head about 120 degrees to look at you when you come to the bridge, and then turns back. Not a hostile reaction, but also kind of a I'm not here to talk with you right now sort of thing.
I'm not on this reality show to make friends. Gotcha.
And then you drop out of Spelljammer speed.
Pilot report.
Well, can Shay determine why we dropped out
Um,
of spelljamming speed?
you don't see anything immediately around you, but Lishu's, her there, feathers are puffing up, getting ruffled, and ooh, ooh, old one. Ooh, not old, old, not old. Ooh,
Well, at least
they
it's
are.
not a great old one.
Older than
Uh,
you?
they they have left the bridge, flown out the door. They are flying up to the mast and are kind of looking around, clutching. You can see Shay. They are clutching the top and they're just turning their head all the way one way, all the way the other. They are not. They look like they're ready to bolt, whatever this is. Go ahead and roll me.
Can she get the spelljammer going again?
Oh, it's still moving at normal speeds, but you have dropped out of spell jamming speed.
Yeah, can she get it going at spelljamming speed again?
You attempt to do so, and give me an Arcana or Insight check, your choice.
Go inside. 12.
Well, it's acting like there's something around you, so another thing within your air envelope, but you don't know. And then you do see something. Um, Go ahead and have the ship make a dexterity saving throw, would you, Shay? That should be on the ship's character sheet. Ooh. What you see is a flash of light and then a fireball streak right forward at you and strike right above the bridge. And I'm going to have to roll that damage.
Well, that's got Genevieve's attention.
Am I supposed to have the ship's character sheet? Because I
It's
don't.
it is within the resources section, so you can
Okay.
pull it up.
Let's say Kit like was in the bridge during this moment.
Yeah, so you get to see Shay literally be blinded by bright fire that you don't know where that's from, and then the ship shakes, and the window
Damage
above
report.
you is covered in flames.
We're still burning. Let's give me a second.
You don't feel the fire, but it's still. Oh wow, that is a crappy roll. That is 4 ones. You 19 fire damage.
What's attacking us?
Shay, roll me just a quick con saving throw to see if you can get past the brief blindness you have.
15. Genevieve is heading
Second, second.
upstairs.
$18.
Yeah, you can see past the blindness. There is one, two, three shark-looking things with riders on them.
Riders on the sharks.
Sorry, say that again. There was a count laughing.
3 shark-looking things. They're not actually bigger than the ship. I'm just doing this so that it's easy to find out. With riders near the ship, very close to the ship.
We got Sharknado inbound.
If you want to promote me, I can see if I can find minis for these guys.
I can't promote you past captain.
Daddy sharks.
They are
Cassie,
actually
meanwhile,
smaller than the ship. They are actually much smaller than the ship. If you have a Githyanki, I will take those, Tyler.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I've got this buddy, which has multiple Githyanki within him. That
Perfect.
is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you go like this: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reset. There you go.
I mean, I guess if we have more than one spelljammer, you could be an admiral of the fleet.
No, I'm good.
Oh.
Also got some Githzerai over here that I'm sure you could do something with if you want.
Oh, it doesn't want to ride the shark.
How close are they to the ship?
They are the one that you think threw the fireball. It seems to be a little farther away. It's about 40 feet away. The other 2 are approaching fast. They were 50 feet away, but they are moving fast forward now as sort of their initiative, pre-initiative. But we should roll initiative, everyone.
I would like that.
Oh, I got a saddle shark over here. Maybe it'll ride the saddle shark? No, it will not ride the saddle shark.
That is what you see, Shay. That's what they look like. If you look and check Discord.
Initiative,
That is 18 for Cassie.
Kitlak is going to add 1d8 to his initiative as well. He can do that once per day. It's 15, 1d8. All right, so that is... Ooh, Gald's out. 26 initiative for Kitlak.
And what did you say you got, Cassie?
That was an 18 for Cassie.
And what did Genevieve get?
7.
Did we lose Godwin?
Gald, are you here? I think we lost Galdwin.
My computer decided to restart itself all of a
That's
sudden.
cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll a d20 and just use that for your initiative?
I will be back in. I get advantage. I rolled 1, but I get advantage. I'll be in a second.
Okay.
I missed what I rolled. Could you guys let me know what I rolled for the first one?
It is 3.
Yeah, it wasn't good. was looking up. Ooh, 21. I was looking up. Do I roll for the ship too, or
The ship goes on the allies' turn.
How long were
Uh,
they traveling before they got attacked, by the way?
Uh, that was about 4 days. You said 21 is what
Yeah.
Shay has?
yes?
Now, Shay, it does require your action to move the ship and such like that. I believe on the character sheet it splits ship's actions and pilot's actions, so that should tell you what you need to do.
Okay, I'm bringing everything back up. I see Spelljammer and crew. It's the Spelljammer's action to move. That's what it says, not mine.
Right, Spelljammer, not ship. Spelljammer is in the proper title for the pilot. So those are the actions you can.
Oh, so I'm Spelljammer
Yeah,
pilot. I got
yeah,
I
and then the
got it.
crew acts on uh, the allies' turn, which that is the defense ship, fire ballista, fire mangonel, lower sails, raise sails.
So is that decided by Kitlak?
That is the captain's decision. Yes.
Oh dear. Well, I
So
don't know
I
the
get to
character sheet.
choose. I get to choose the Spelljammer actions, and Kitlak gets to choose the crew actions. Correct?
Unless you want to follow the captain's orders for do this, but yeah, that's basically it.
I mean, sure, but it's my choice, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately you're controlling the ship.
I mean,
It
All right.
even
seems
even
that
if
you know what
even
you're
if he
doing,
does
so
tell me, it happens on my turn, whether he tells me to or not, and if I decide to do it.
All right. Well, then, what Kitlak's orders will be once he realizes what we're up against is to drop beneath them, find our way into their blind spot, and then fire upwards at them with the mangonels. Or with the mangonel, singular.
All right. Let's hope that the initiative action allows that to occur. It does start. I could also use some kobold figurines real quick.
Cobalts?
Yep. So you are where you are in the ship on the right-hand side. It looks like Genevieve made her way to the top before anyone else. Shay's in the seat, Kitlak's on the bridge, and Cassie's in their alcove.
In okay, though that's not the crew.
That shows the external everything, but the internal, what's going on there, that's all on the right side.
That wasn't the crew uniforms that I picked up.
No, these are the crew from the Friday game.
That works. Um, so yeah, Kitlak, you do have the first action, first turn. What would you like to do?
Well, Kilak is going to do, issue orders that were said previously. And then he is going to ask Shay, Shay, do you think you have this without me bossing you around? You know how to maneuver the ship?
I mean, they're sharks. You flip them over and they're useless, right?
Yeah, so punch him in the nose. That's what I've heard. Anyhow, are you okay to handle this on your own if I go upside, topside and start firing at them?
You want me? So you want me to move the ship underneath them?
Yes, try and keep out of their line of fire. The Gith on the top can't shoot through their own shark, So try to keep underneath them. They will try to maneuver you and use pack tactics to get you into an advantageous firing position. Do not allow them to do that. Try to be unpredictable and disengage from them and find their blind spot.
Just as a quick
Um,
reminder, they are large. You are much bigger. They are a lot smaller than you.
Yeah, they still can't shoot through
yeah.
their own
So
sharks, though.
we could use our gravity against them. Just keep that in mind.
Explain.
We're much larger than them. Like
Oh, you're saying
technically it's HP, right? It's not size.
Um, it's I believe it's actually size, but if you're of equal size, then it's HP. That being said, all three of them are within your air envelope, and they don't seem to be adhering to your gravity plane yet.
okay.
Lashusa, you got anything you could tell us about these shark things?
Raiders! Raiders! Then they
How did they
just kind of screech.
how did they drop us out of spell jamming speed?
I haven't figured that out yet, Captain.
Well, I was asking Lashuza. I didn't figure that you knew.
They
Ye-
entered the bubble.
Interesting. So they were aware of our presence.
They saw a ship. They approach.
So
Did-
if we get them to exit the bubble, we can resume spell jamming speed.
Ooh, yes.
They're spell jamming or spell jammers or spell jamming. It's the it's the opposite. Yeah.
Well, this conversation has gone on for long enough, I think, out of character. So Kidlak will reissue. Just make sure that we get beneath them and fire upwards into them. Solid basic tactic. Just try and do exactly what you would not expect us to do. Pretend you're them and confuse them. And
As a
with
rem-
that, you go ahead.
Just a quick reminder, Tyler. These skylights do open.
Oh, the little ports right there.
Which are on either side of the bridge.
Oh, nice. Kitlak is still going to try to get to the main deck to have a better like angle of fire here.
Okay.
And he is going to hop up to right about Let's see where Kitlak is. You can probably do that. Let's 5, 10, 15. Wait. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45, 50, and let's go 55, 60 to right about there. And that's where he's going to end his turn after, using the dash action to get all the way out there.
You have a tactical mind, correct?
Yeah, I would say so.
I will give this to you since you're on the deck and can see this. Where the fireball hit, that hit both ballistae. It looks like they were trying to take those out.
Hmm.
In that,
How do the ballistae look in terms of usability?
they still look functional. They have quite a few hit points, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they have 50 hit points, and oh, is that right? No, their armor class is 15. Okay, so they did take some damage, but they are so far intact. Although the anchors to the ship seem a little more singed than anything else.
Right. So they might be a little bit loose, but they're workable. Okay. Yeah, Kitlak is going to make a mental note of that and is going to order nearby kobolds, if there are any, to man the ballistae and prepare for them to enter line of sight.
All right, Shay, it is your turn.
Okay, so are we? Since it seems like our space should be overwhelming them, and it's not. Is their space seeming to overwhelm us?
So what it is if an air envelope interacts with an air envelope of a size greater than small, And since these are large creatures that's greater than small, you can't engage spell jamming speeds. It's a safety feature basically.
Right, right, right. But still, if there's two ships, one's the one with a bigger size or higher HP.
Usually sets the gravity plane.
Usually. So,
Yeah.
but in this, I'm asking in this instance because they've seemed to have some special thing. Is their space actually overtaking us?
Roll me an Arcana, or I'll even give you Nature if you want on this one. Because this is something Shay should know.
15
For which one?
Arcana.
Arcana? Okay. While that is typically true of spell jamming vessels and other large artificial objects, species that are native to the astral sea do not necessarily have to follow that rule.
Oh, it's not considered a spell jammer. Right, okay.
Right? These are, again, there's a picture in Discord you can see. They are living beings.
Sorry, I'm still
Yep, no, it's quite all right.
getting back up. Let me look.
And their air bubble's large enough to affect their riders. So the reason they probably won't fall into any sort of gravity trap like that is simply because they don't need to. They are above that in their own ways.
It's just different for them. Okay. So she is going to use the move action and dive under the.
Okay, and let's see. You have
So she's
40
gonna.
feet movement. Is that right?
She
35.
will dive under. Does she know which one the fireball came from?
The first one you didn't see which one appeared, but in terms of placement, it seemed to be the center one that the fireball came from.
So she will kind of angle herself to dive under this one, the red one.
Okay. Using all 40 feet of movement.
Is there a dash for the ship? It doesn't say so. It's just
You do not
movement.
have an upgrade to dash at this time.
Dang it, Captain! Yeah, so she'll use 40 feet of movement to kind of do.
So what that will do is that will put all three sharks above you, basically.
That is what the captain asked for. That's so she's doing her job.
Just as a reminder, your sails are up. Or are
Well,
down.
They not be.
It's up to you in a fight. Is that the end of your turn, Shay? You can still use a bonus action if you'd like.
Well, ship wise, she can only do. She can move. She can lower the
Right.
raise the
You
sails.
have to use your action.
It's an
to
action
one
to
of
do the
those,
sail thing.
but
so
it's still your turn, so you can still use a bonus action if you'd
so
like.
as Shay can use, because I don't think the ship has bonus actions. Right.
At this time, that is correct. You do not have any of those upgrades.
And I have had a long rest. Yeah. No. No.
All right. Does anyone speak Gith out of curiosity?
Absolutely not.
No.
Nope.
No.
Negative.
Okay. Then yeah, they spout something off. And then they seem to start to move, and then all three of them vanish. They can turn invisible, which explains how they snuck up on you. That is their turn. Cassie, you're up.
Cassie is going to use the dash action and move over here. And that'll be the end of her turn.
All right, Genevieve, your turn. You're already on the top. You saw those sharks and you saw them turn invisible.
Yeah, she's able to hold a spell, right?
If it's yes, correct. You can use the holding action.
Okay. Yeah, she is going to position herself by the mangonels. She's going to move forward towards the mangonels. And she is going to hold Tidal Wave.
Okay.
And the trigger will be when they reappear. That'll be her trigger to cast it on them.
When which one reappears?
Any of them. The first
Okay.
one she sees is going to get a big old tidal wave.
Fair enough. And then ship's action. The crew does get into lockdown, but some of the kobolds get moving. Let's see. Yeah, they're only going to get to here, to here. And they join you, Genevieve. They get ready. The mangonel is going to be ready to fire. Each of these little kobolds counts as 3, just FYI. All right, Kitlak, your turn again.
All right. Kitlak is going to head to the 4 between these two, and you said the sharks are above head.
They went invisible. You don't know where they are.
Well,
I think that's too far for what I could have moved. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just actually moving my character. I was looking at my spells really quick. 15, 20,
Kitlak
25,
is going
30.
to pull out his king shot and turn it into a star rail. So activate the cannon mode. And let's see. So I gain temporary hit points equal to my level plus proficiency bonus. That would be 8. But I already have 11, so I'll keep the 11. And Kitlak will try to take a disadvantage shot at the last one that he saw. Actually, let me see. I can spend an additional charge to fire in a. Ooh, I think Kitlak will do that. Did it look like they went invisible before they moved, or at the kind of the terminus of where they moved to?
Basically, they disappeared as they started swimming down towards the ship.
Okay.
How far is Kitlak from Shay?
Um,
I mean, Kitlak's on a different deck
10,
than
15.
Shay.
Well, actually, you are about 15 feet away. Vertically.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 20.
She'll use Restore Balance to give him a straight roll.
Hell yeah, let's do it. All right, yeah, Kitlak is going to just fire.
I'm
them
going to have you
straight.
first roll me a perception check.
Okay.
If you get a nat 20, you will have a lower difficulty to hit.
Perception. That is
Ooh.
a natural 12.
Okay,
Perception, though, makes that a 16.
16. You don't know where they went, but you know where you would target them, where you would direct your people to attack. So I'm going to have you first roll 1d4.
Okay.
All
So
right.
3.
All right. And then roll me your attack.
Okay. It's a natural 1, but I believe. Do I have inspiration still? I don't think I have inspiration still. Okay, no. Then that's just a nat 1. It is what it is.
Can't do anything about that. Sorry.
That's all right. But Kitlak does have extra attack. And
All right. You
this.
fire blindly. Um, with a nat 1, I am going to go ahead and roll me a luck die.
Shots
And
foul.
A 2.
Ooh.
That's
All
twice
right.
as lucky as a 1.
Roll your damage, please.
All right, that is 3d8 radiant. So which one of them did I hit?
You hit the owl.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Or
10 radiant damage.
there is a very loud shriek as as Lashuza's one of Lashuza's wings just kind of burns away. All the feathers burn
Ugh.
away, and they are going to not fall, but kind of do a semi-controlled draft down. It's not too controlled, and it keeps veering to the wrong direction. They are falling to the deck.
Why are you in the
Congrats.
line of fire? Kitlak
I thought
yells
you
out.
said you were gonna stop doing that.
I'm trying to. The owl's getting in my way. Lashuza.
Wait, no, this is the problem, though. The owl is in your way. You're just a bad shot.
Oh, fighting words, but that's a conversation for later. And
Go ahead and take your second shot, and Shay, I'm giving you inspiration for that.
Yay.
that is, I thought it was another nat 1, but this one is a 16 to hit.
Shockingly enough, you successfully hit
Hell yeah.
the green one.
All right, let's go.
Does the green one come out of invisibility?
13 radiant damage.
Okay.
And Kitlak is going to use one of his superiority die to what should I do?
So you didn't have you no longer you only had not disadvantage for the first one.
Oh, whoops. Okay, I thought it was for
roll
both
the
of them.
roll a second die real quick.
Okay, so I have to get a 7 or above, or maybe lower. Who knows? That's 15. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you still hit. Yeah.
All right. Kitlak is going to. So these are large or smaller, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. He is going to do a pushing attack and just like use extra force behind this shot. Gives 1d8 extra damage, and then so that is a total of 19 radiant damage. And then the shark needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Strength that's a 19.
Okay. It makes the strength saving throw. However, Kitlak is going to action surge and use the attack action again, and is
Okay.
going to continue firing wildly.
It actually was going to cloak again almost immediately after you hit, but if you're taking that, it is still visible right now.
As soon as
this
it
one's still
becomes
visible?
also as soon as it becomes visible,
You're
my
right.
held out action goes off.
Yep, burn
Nice.
your
Go
reaction
for it.
and go for it.
Okay, so tidal wave is a 30-foot long, 10-foot wide, 10-foot tall line of water. Anything within that range has to make a dexterity saving throw. 16.
Roll me 2 luck die. One is for the enemies, one is for allies.
2 luck dice. Oh, I rolled them at the same time. My
I'm
bad.
feeling generous. At the new year, you get to choose which applies to which.
Is
Higher means you either save the crew or you hit the enemy. So it looks like one is a success and one is a fail
yeah.
on luck. So what would you like to do?
Well, I'd like to save the crew. I'd
All
like
right.
to not hit the crew.
Okay, then that is what you did. I am going to roll my own luck die now. Go ahead and
Roll
is it a
damage.
dex saving throw or?
Yes, dexterity saving throw.
Okay, hold on 1 second. What's the spell save DC?
16.
Okay, so that is that. That is that, and that is. Okay, 2 successes, 1 fail, because they were very unlucky. They all got into that wall, um,
All right, so
but 2 of them succeeded.
okay. So the 2 that succeeded take 6 bludgeoning damage because it's half as much on a success. The one that failed takes 12 bludgeoning damage and they're knocked prone. Whatever that means for being in space.
They do not have an immunity to being knocked prone. So what that means is you are knocking the rider off their shark.
Yes.
You said 12 damage, right?
Yes.
Bludgeoning.
Yes.
Also, before you take your next, actually no, not yet. Go ahead and make your next attack, Tyler, while I do math here.
Cool beans. So I'm actually going to shoot at one of the ones that's also invisible still. So I got a 16 to hit on my first attack.
And would they be
Okay.
would that hit be at disadvantage since these guys have been covered in water? Technically.
How long does the water stay? Does it stay to the end of your turn or to the end of the turn?
It says that it conjures up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. The area can be 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. The water spreads out across the ground, which there's no ground in this case, in all directions. So
In this case, it forms a sphere of water around them before it's going to dissipate at the end of the turn. So they are no longer hidden for the moment, Tyler.
Oh, neato. Well, then I'm just going to shoot straight.
Are you aiming for blue, red, or green?
I crit, and I'm going to aim
Nice.
for. Let's go for the blue one.
Okay.
Also going to spend a superiority die on that for another pushing attack. So that's going to be a total of 8d8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 38 radiant damage, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
That is a failed strength saving throw.
All right, the shark, I try and shoot the shark out from underneath the feet of the rider, and I push the shark 15 feet away from me. The rider hopefully stays in place.
I'm I'm going to have the rider make a dex saving throw to see if it can hold on.
Fair. That's kind of the direction I thought you would go with that.
What is their dex score? You chose the right one based on that dex score. Unfortunately, they do still make it, but
Too bad.
yeah. And you still have a second attack, as I recall.
I do indeed. This thing.
I am going to have you make a quick insight check or investigation, your choice.
Let's see. Investigation, insight. I'll be insight. It is a 21.
Your radiant damage does hurt them, but not as much as you. It's not giving as much of a punch as you expect.
Interesting. All right. Let's go with. All right. So that still is something to deploy at.
I will say you are still dealing damage. You are still dealing damage. Sorry, I had to save something from tipping there.
Mm-hmm.
But if it had packed the correct punch, you're pretty sure they should have been vaporized, and they weren't.
Oh, fun fact I just read. Apparently, when I crit with this gun, regardless of mode, it casts magic missile on the target at half my proficiency bonus level, rounded down. So that's first level, but it's a free magic missile on this thing.
Roll it.
What? What?
Yeah. Let me take a look at magic missile
That's
here.
awesome.
Yeah. All right, that is
All he had to do was
3 darts. Okay.
bind his soul to a drow. That's all. Well, a warrior's oath, but still.
That is a 13 force damage.
You all hear in your mind, you don't understand. No one speaks Celestial, do you?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you just hear some sort of radiant seeming words scream through your mind briefly. That green one, or I'm sorry, the blue one,
The blue one.
it looks very. It does not look like it's having a good time. It looks like it's on its last fins.
Okay, then I'll attack it again. Actually, I feel like I should get Vex on this one.
This thing does not have the Vex property, though.
Oh, it does. It's a pistol.
Oh,
Pistols
it does.
have the Vex
Okay,
property.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So that is a dirty 20 to hit.
What's the minimum damage this is going to do?
Minimum it can do 3 damage. So
How would you
probably
like to end this shark?
really.
It has 2 hit points.
I imagine that the last assault just staggered it, and it's got its like sharky mouth open, kind of reeling from the damage. And then this next bolt just blasts right through its shark brain, through its open mouth, and just leaves a gaping hole in the top of the head as the shark just kind of lifts to the side and tumbles, dropping its rider.
That is exactly what happens. And then the shark body seems to start rapidly turning a strange white gray and seems to be decomposing at an accelerated rate.
Cool.
The Githyanki looks pissed. They're also
Oh,
no
I'm
longer
sorry.
invisible. Shay, it is your turn. The 2 remaining sharks and 1 Githyanki warrior are basically about 20 feet off. I don't know what side that is, but that side.
Left has the same amount of letters as port.
Port. There you go.
They. I'm looking. I was looking at the main map. Or are you pointing at something else?
Basically, they're here because they're invisible. And actually, this guy is dead.
So they're okay. The other 2 turned them back invisible, or did they not?
They are
turn
briefly
uninvisible. Okay.
When the water bubble pops, which actually should happen now because it was the end of the turn, they are now back to invisibility.
Yeah, it wasn't so much that they were visible per se, so much as like, when something's raining and it hits something invisible and you can see where it's hitting.
And they're within 20 feet of me.
At their last position, yes.
Okay. I'm unsure what ramming speed does.
You cannot ram something smaller than Gargantuan
That's lame.
with the ship.
Are you sure about that?
If we come to a moment in the game where it would cinematically be amazing, absolutely you can do it. We are not at that point in the game.
I think 20 feet sounds pretty am I still below them?
They are basically 20 feet, kind of. They're maybe 5 feet above the wing. So 20 feet off,
20
and then
feet's
5
actually
feet up.
pretty good. I think she's gonna take the dodge action for the Spelljammer, and let if the kobolds can use the, because 20 feet is the minimum for. Does one ballista have 20 and the other one has 24 minimum range? So the kobolds can use the ship weapons against them. I forgot what the turn order is, but 20
Well,
feet is
the
good.
sharks moved before the kobolds did.
Yeah, dodge action.
Okay. And do you want to take any bonus
Bonus
action?
action. Are they within 60 feet of me?
Yeah, no, they are approximately 85 feet away from you.
Okay. So she can't taunt them. Yeah.
I'm not sure they could hear you through the hole, but maybe.
Well, they're
Alright.
speakers, right? I mean, I can talk to everyone else.
It's a magical situation, but yeah. Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
I guess she'll do an innate sorcery just in case, just to prep that. I don't think there's a. Yeah, for 1 minute. So she'll do an innate sorcery. Just in
All right.
case.
So we will go ahead and start with the guy floating around looking pissed. He's going to Misty Step to here. And you know what? It's with disadvantage. He is absolutely going to try and throw something at you, Kitlak.
Best of luck.
That is a nat 1. So he is going to throw something and just fall face forward on the deck.
Wait, where is he?
Don't really have your space legs, do you?
Ah, I see him.
The green one, however, is going to make an attack against something. You don't know what yet, but let's find out. Kitlak, what's your AC?
My AC is 16.
So it does not meet a 20. Does not beat a 23. The
Okay.
green one suddenly appears, and it is spearing you with its
Okey-dokey.
horn. So it is going to roll. That is 17 piercing damage, and just make me a quick dex saving throw.
So that would be 17. So that would be 6 left over after temp HP. So that's 46 hit points total. Okay, you said dex saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
That is a dirty 20.
Yep. It was a spear attack, and it actually used most of its movement. So it tried to knock you off the ship. You were like no, and just it's now kind of stuck right close by you. Coincidentally, right in front of one of the ballistae. But it is close enough.
The shark and the Gith together did that?
The shark did. The Gith is going to jump down and try and stab you, Kitlak.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
You take 9 slashing damage and 7 psychic damage as a blade appears in their hand, stabs you, and then seems to go through you, but you can feel it scrape at your mind too.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. Did I give you permission to do that?
They say something. You're intuitive enough based on your upbringing to know they are basically either cursing you or throwing a slur your way. One of the two.
Eh,
Not nice either way.
still probably not the worst Kitlak's got either. He's heard a lot of kobold slurs in his time.
The leader. What's the range on this? Oh yeah, they're in range. Okay. Is there any sort of? All right, Shay, you feel a bit of an uncomfortable tug, like that tingling sensation that makes you aware of the ship, as one of the ballistae is literally ripped off and just tossed off the side of the ship.
Even with the dodge action?
Telekinesis does not have a saving throw.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, I lied. There is one. It's just not highlighted for some reason. Give me a strength saving throw.
For the ship.
Yep. Which actually might be good because I believe a ship has
Strength
a
is
natural
20.
Yeah. So let's see if they succeed at this or not.
So do I get advantage because of dodge, or it's
You
pretty
know what?
good? That's
You're good.
20, 21, I think.
Yeah, you're good. So yeah, she should have stuck with Fireball. Meanwhile, she is going to. They see you as the biggest threat, Kitlak, so she is going to make some attacks against you. Does a 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
That's the same number. Okay. This is going to be force damage, and that is. You know what? I'm going to roll this one. Because I do not have 16 dice on hand. Okay. That is 45 force damage, just as 2 psychic lances go your direction.
Kitlak is unconscious.
Oh, they both hit? Wait.
Yeah, they both hit him. Unless you want to use your reaction to undo one.
Silvery barb?
You can see them. What's the range on silvery barbs?
60 feet?
I said they were 85 feet away from you. So.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wait.
But they're on the deck, aren't they? Oh,
is it the attacker or is it
it's the attacker, yeah. It's the attacker.
Roll a luck die. Because you don't want your captain to be harmed. If it's a good luck, that's a bad luck. So yeah, no, you're too far. You can't use silvery barbs.
Okay.
And then the red shark is going to vanish again. So you don't know where the red shark and the rider is, but the green shark is right in front of you. Actually,
she's gonna blare over the BA to probably to just everyone. The captain's down. He needs help.
You might want to give a location.
You're on the sorry, you're on the deck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the deck, the top deck.
I mean, he's yeah. Where? Sorry, can you ping where you are? I can't.
Oh, I'm front of the top deck, right there.
Okay, those ballistas or mangonels?
Those are the ballistae.
Captain's down between the ballistae.
All right, that is their turn. They now consider you a serious threat. They thought you were easy pickings a second ago. Cassie, you're up.
All right. Which one was the one casting the spells? Was the one on the green shark or the red shark?
The red shark, which is now invisible again.
Where was the red shark in relative position to the
It was
ship?
over here, but again, it started moving and then vanished. So it's somewhere else now. But like Tyler, you can absolutely try and make a
It
blind
was here.
something,
So it was here.
give or take. Yeah, but
Okay.
again, it started swimming somewhere.
Right. So I think what Cassie is going to do is she is going to send Cinder over to Kitlak and cast Cure Wounds through Cinder's touch at first level.
Nice.
Where is
Appreciated.
Cinder?
Cinder was riding on Cassie's shoulder up until then.
No, I mean her piece.
She doesn't have an independent model at the moment because she is on Cassie.
Ah,
The
got it.
independent
Get an
model is
independent model.
somewhere. There it is.
I knew we had one. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Cassie?
No, I don't think so, because I don't think she has any. Oh, actually, yeah, she can do something as a bonus action. She can create her Eldritch Cannon
Nice. Which
and
one?
use it to. Well, the new version of Artificer, Artillerist, it's all in one. So she's going to create
Oh,
her
nice.
Eldritch Cannon and have it do the Protector action, or sorry, as part of the bonus action, she's going to have it use the Protector. So that's 1d8 plus 5 10 hit points to everybody that's within 10 feet of her. So unfortunately, that does not include Kitlak.
But it
So
does
I'm gonna roll for the.
Genevieve.
Yes, it does. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reverse order. She's gonna do that first. So, Cinder gets those temporary hit points as well. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. It makes sense that Cinder would benefit from your upgrades, protections, whatever. Also, did you roll to heal
Right,
Tyler yet?
So that's 9 temp hit points. No, I haven't rolled to heal Tyler yet. 9 temp hit points, and let's see, 2d8 plus 5 healing. Average. So that's 14.
Ooh, I will absolutely take that. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. And Cinder is just kind of gonna drape herself over Kitlak's shoulders there.
Good robot dragon. Kitlak pats Cinder gently.
Just gonna twirl a bit. And yeah, that'll be the end of Cassie's turn there.
All right. Genevieve, you're up.
Yes. All right. Genevieve is going to unhook her sickle from her side, her moon sickle. And she is going to cast Wither in Bloom right on top of Kitlak. It is a 10-foot radius, and if these creatures here are still within 10 feet of Kitlak, they're going to have
They
to
are.
make a Constitution saving throw. And Kitlak, you can spend and roll one of your hit die for healing. And I will
Kitlac
add
will do so.
some stuff to that.
Okay. Kitlac has a D10 hit die, so he is going to roll that. Oh, almost got a 10, but then it hit the D20 and bounced back to a 4.
That's okay because you get an additional 6.
Oh, so it's back to 10 anyway. Thank you very much.
Let's see. So the Star Lancer got a nat 20 on that saving throw, but the Githyanki only got an 11.
So that is just going to be 7 points of necrotic damage and half that, so 3 if they saved.
Okay.
That is her action. Let me see what I can do about bonus actions.
Did the Wither and Bloom affect the ship at all?
The ship is immune to necrotic damage, I believe.
It's not vegetation anyway, so not living
Oh
vegetation.
no, poison and psychic.
Poison and psychic, yeah.
No, I think that's all she... Does she have any bonus actions? Hold on. It's been too long, I can't recall.
It should tell you on your sheet.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. No, I don't think she does, because I can't shapeshift as an... I can't... I'm not the...
You have
correct
some. Oh, you already cast a
subclass.
spell, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, just out of curiosity, if I have a feat that allows me to cast Misty Step, can I use that, or is it still off the table since it's a leveled spell?
It
Malkiel,
allows you to cast the spell, I believe.
yeah, I think
So
the
it's
new
still,
one is.
I think it's still a spell.
I
Okay.
think the new version is you get one attack spell and one non-attack spell instead of one spell, one cantrip. But Malkiel, do you remember?
Oh, if there's new things, yeah, it might be different.
So you can cast one leveled spell and one cantrip in the same
Okay.
turn.
Okay, so it is the same.
Okay,
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, then I don't got anything. That's it.
And one other thing, I kind of messed up there. I can't summon the Eldritch Cannon. I thought it was a bonus action summon. It's actually an action, so no temp hit points for anybody.
All right. That's
Sorry,
okay.
folks.
I forgot to put it in anyways.
All right, it is the ship's turn. So we got.
It's the crew's turn.
Yeah, basically, yeah. When I say ship, I mean crew. Sorry. So I'm gonna just make this a little fun for everyone. Shay, roll me an attack action for one of the ballistae. Genevieve, you can make one for the other ballistae. They're both aiming for the shark.
You said an attack roll?
Correct.
And I use Shay's inspiration?
It's a +6. No, not for this.
Dang it, 12. Yeah, it's a +6.
So that's a 12
so-
for 1.
Okay. So even though it's point blank range, they both miss and begin process of getting that new one. And Cassie, since you haven't gotten to roll a lot, you get to roll the mangonel because the shark is just beyond the 60-foot limitation. But if you miss, there might be damage to the ship.
It's a +5. I don't know what you mean by...
They can't aim for
I'm-
anything that's within 60 feet of the mangonel. It is 70 feet, so it is literally just outside the range.
Oh, okay, that's not on the
Am I
character
making this
sheet.
with disadvantage or straight?
It is a straight shot, but again, if you roll a nat 1, you're going to shoot through the ship. If you roll
I'm
really
not the
poorly,
one actually firing, so
That's a 10. Um, all right. Kitlak, since you haven't gotten to roll me a luck die.
We need to train these kobolds.
10.
Straight 10. Okay. Um, the good news is the mangonel does not hit anyone or the ship exactly. The bad news is it does go through the lower part of one of the sails towards the front. So it misses the shark, but it does make a nice, pretty hole in the sail. Oops. Yeah, the kobolds might need some training on how to do things like that.
Did you ever play Jaws on NES? Because that game was ridiculous, difficult with the harpoon thingy. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Allie just bought Jaws on NES back in October, and bought an NES just so she could play Jaws on NES.
That makes so much sense for
Nice.
her.
Yep.
A mysterious something has happened within the ship, but you're not focusing on that right now, Shay. Kitlak, it's your turn again.
Why would I not be?
Because you're focusing on the attacks.
So I didn't register it, or
No, you didn't. It something happened within the ship. It wasn't the ship itself.
something that none of the characters know happened. Okay.
Yeah, it's likely it'll happen. You'll see it soon enough.
So there's the Githyanki that's standing right next to Kitlag, right?
Yep, and the shark that's about 10 feet right above him. Yeah,
Okay. So the Githyanki is again on the deck, right?
correct.
Okay. Kitlak is going to whip out his +1 pistol and say, "Surprise!" Do I want to say motherfucker? Let's go with that. Surprise, motherfucker! And it's just going to try and gut shot him point blank.
Do you have the no disadvantage when you're point blank for that?
What feats do I have? I'm pretty sure I either have that one or is planning on taking it. Sharp shooter, yeah, can fire in melee or at long range without disadvantage. Yeah.
Go for it.
So he is going to first attack. That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Pushing attack. Actually, what is this guy holding?
He has a psionic blade. Basically, it's just it looks like a. It seems to shift between a dagger and a short sword of just psionic energy.
Cool. All right, Kitlak is going to pushing attack this guy because he's not sure if that psionic blade is like a special item or like a mental construct that can't really be affected. So he's going to just attempt to knock this guy off the vessel. So that is 1d10 plus 5 plus a d8. That is 11 magical piercing, and he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, give me 1 second here. That is a 7.
He gets pushed. Let's see, how many feet? 15 feet away from Kitlak. So he goes 5, 10, 15 out over here in a straight line away from Kitlak.
Now, since this is the Astral Sea, he doesn't like fall, but he does. Without the shark, he does seem to slowly descend till he meets the gravity plane. So he is
Okay.
now below, basically.
Okay, well, before that happens, Kitlak is going to try and air combo this guy with another shot.
Go for it.
And that will be with Vex. 2 of them. And Kitlak is going to pull up and use the star rail for this one. So that is going to be a total of 28 to hit this guy.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And Kitlak is going to do 1, 2, 3, d8 damage. 15 radiant damage with the howitzer at this guy.
Yeah, that seems to burn him quite a bit. The psychic blade seems to dissipate for a second as his concentration fades, and then he falls until he hits the gravity plane, which actually puts him equal to the cargo deck.
Cool. Kitlak, can he make? He still has a bonus action. Can he make a like intimidation check against the shark over here, or like an animal
Absolutely,
handling or something?
absolutely.
All right.
You can use animal handling or intimidation, your choice.
All right. I think intimidation is what he's going to do. He's going to make like a growling, yapping kobold sound at this thing, and do like a threat display. It's a crit.
You sure you wanted to intimidate? No. Okay, you intimidate. All right.
I'm telling Ellie.
You happen to do sort of a barking, snapping sound that coincidentally actually matches some of the language this creature speaks. Completely coincidentally. Um,
Can Kitlak kind of cow it into being ridden by Kitlak?
I was going to say, you have a choice. You can. I will let you roll animal handling to have him be a steed. See if you can convince him to join, or you can just have him go away. Your choice.
I mean, Kitlak's gonna try the animal handling. It is a shot in the dark, but Kitlak's gotta try.
Okay, go for it.
Actually, yeah, no, he can't. He can't do guidance. Oh, come on, that was almost a 15. I hate dice. Does anyone have? Can somebody silvery barbs, or does it not work that way?
It has to be a success. Yeah. And
Oh,
I
you
don't.
know what? You know what? No, no. Kitlak is going to use tactical mind, so he is burning a use of second wind to add 1d10 to this thing. Actually, it only
Okay.
burns it if it's successful, so you gotta,
Okay.
let me know. Come on, big money, big money. Show me that 14 total. Okay, that's good. That's a 13 total. I'll take it.
All right. So with the 13, what you have done is you have successfully subdued it. You can write it once, but after that, you would have to win it over more than just what you've done now. So basically, for this battle, you can write it. But it is be careful. If this thing gets pissed off or hurt too much, it will abandon you. But for
Okay.
now, you have a temporary steed. It can't do anything until it's its turn, though, in order to lower itself to you.
Well, I mean, Kitlak, it's still his turn. He hasn't used his movement.
Okay, you have a climbing speed.
No, but he can jump. Let's see, what's jump height? I used to know
I
this off the top
always
of my
forget
head.
jump. It's also been a month.
Yeah. Let's see, high jump. You can jump into the air number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier minimum of 0 feet. If you have at least 10, if you do a standing high jump, you can only jump half that distance. You can extend your arms half your height above the jump, thus you can reach a distance equal to the height of the jump plus 1.5 times your height. Okay, so Kitlak is what? He's like 3 feet tall, 3.5 feet tall. So he can jump. Let's see,
Not quite 5 feet.
No, he can jump high jump 3 plus your strength modifier. So he can jump 3 feet up. And then he is another like 3.5 feet, I think. And then he can add half of that again, so that's 1.75 feet. So
Round
that's
up
yeah, so that's like uh
9.
yeah, so it's a total of like 9. How far away is this thing?
With 9 feet, you can basically just cling onto its underbelly side.
Oh, sweet. Kilak's going to dismiss his howitzer, pocket that, and then jump onto this thing, cling onto its underbelly, and then you can mount it using half of your movement speed. So he's used about 10 feet, I think, at this point. So he's going to use the other half of his movement speed to climb on top of this thing.
It says something in your mind. You don't understand it. You can roll an insight to try and figure out what it's saying to you.
Kitlak will do so. That is a 17.
Ooh, with a 17. Um, this isn't disparaging so much as if someone was saying beginner. You have a feeling.
Kitlak
Um,
is going to like chortle laugh back at it, not mentally but physically. He's not disagreeing with the shark.
and is that your turn?
Yeah, I think so. He's used everything.
Shay, it is your turn. You have one Githyanki that's floating kind of in front of your ship, one Githyanki on a wing, and an invisible red shark that once fireballed you, and then tried to rip something off your ship.
How does the teleporter work as far as taking things with us?
It's
We'll
you and
take
everything on the
Kitlak.
ship.
We'll take Kitlak and the shark.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. Let me check.
And would she know? I mean, even if I might know, would she know?
The air bubble moves along with the ship. I would assume that it's considered part of the ship.
And is it an action or is it just something that I can do? Is it a free action?
Hold on, I have to actually pull up the page to find it. Sorry. I believe I made it either a bonus action or an action. It should be on the sheet.
It is
I thought I
not.
added it.
It's just under upgrades and other features.
Got it. Okay, hold on one second.
My thought is that we didn't leave the air bubble behind last time we
All
teleported.
creatures and objects in contact with the ship. Currently, that shark does not have contact with the ship, so the shark would be left behind with Kitlak. That being said, you can move the ship ever so slightly so that it bumps up against. Oh, but
Which is an action. Is the teleporter
yeah.
teleported an action?
You know what? I think I did make it an action, but let me check one other source. Because I did change the rules in order for it to work. No,
And
I don't want AI in my system.
which shark was this?
It's the color of the shark. So it's not the red shark. That's the one that's remaining and invisible still.
It's the blue because it looks
Here it
gray
is.
to me.
Uh,
Is it the gray or the green one?
sorry, I had to minimize the thing. It's the green one on the board. The gray one is the green one. It is a utilize action. So yes, it is an action.
And has the shark taken damage?
Yes, it has. It is at about half hit points.
You had to go and make it a pet, didn't you?
technically it's a mount. It's also intelligent. You just can't understand it.
Another question, which is just I need to know from my Shay would have figured this out, I think, at this point. Um, the where she is, the bridge, is below the deck,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, it's right below. It's about 10. You're about 10 feet below the deck. Yeah.
Okay, so I could Misty Step to the to where everyone is up top, right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do that, but just it's good to know that I can do that. And the sharks seem to have a speed of what?
Well, they seem to close in from about 40 feet away, so at the minimum they have 40 feet of movement. And they probably have spell jamming speeds too. But probably not as fast as your either it'll either be as fast as your ship or faster than your ship.
Okay, so I want to teleport 80 feet this way.
80 how many feet?
80 feet.
Just 80 feet.
Yeah,
The entire ship.
the entire ship.
Okay? It will take the Githyanki that's on the ship with you, because again, it's anything
Yep,
that's
no,
in
I'm
combat.
fine with it. I'm trying to get away from the red thing, which she thinks is ish.
Okay.
So if we
So
can
80
kind of
feet.
separate them and deal with them one at a time, she thinks that's the best way to kind of deal with the situation. So that's what she wants to try and do.
Okay, you activate the teleporter, and it is 80 feet away. Kitlak, from your perspective, the ship is there. You're right above it. You're 10 feet floating above it, and then it's just you and the guy floating in the astral sea below you, and the ship is 80 feet away.
Kitlak gives the shark a reassuring pat and points at the guy below and says, "Look, our next meal." Eyes
It
on the prize.
it gives you sort of a mental head slap, as if you just said something really stupid.
What? It's food.
It says something again. You can't understand it, but go ahead and roll an insight to see if you can try.
Is it telepathic?
It
Yep.
is. It just doesn't speak common.
Mind shark. Kitlak is gonna switch over to Draconic. That is a 19 to kind of tell what it's throwing at me.
you you don't know exactly what it's throwing at you, but you have a feeling it doesn't want to eat something sentient.
Fair enough.
That being said,
Kitlak.
it does have a horn, and you know it pierces things because it pierced you.
Uh, Kitlak is going to think in semaphore, uh, which he, for some reason, believes that this shark, as a spacefaring creature, might very well understand. And he is going to semaphore, picture himself semaphoring flags, and mentally indicate ramming speed
Which target?
at the Gith that's floating right in
All right.
front of us.
It is going to roll me a persuasion because you are telling it to pierce its former rider.
Indeed, I am. Let
So it is
us.
going to roll its own throw against your persuasion.
Sounds good. That's a crit. So
Fun fact, he got a 19.
damn. Okay. Well.
So what's your persuasion in total with the crit out of
So in
curiosity?
total, it's a +6, so it's a 26.
Yeah, it's going to. You've got a tight grip on it, yeah.
Yeah,
No, the
yeah.
reins are
There's this
still
thing of
there,
like
so
a
you
harness or reins or
yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
there is
Kitlak would
effectively a
inherently go for that. Yeah.
yeah, okay. It's actually going to kind of swim a little up and then dive down.
Hmm.
Um, let's see if it can hit. I think it can. The Githyanki looks first surprised and then furious at you. Blasphemy! It cries out as it. Let's see if we hit. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So that is going to be 17 piercing damage. Let's see how this.
This guy got gut shot, set on fire by a howitzer, and now stabbed by a shark. His day is not going well.
His day is over because this stab literally tears him in two.
Nice.
Yeah, you just pierces straight down through, and you actually still have movement left with this Starlancer. Would you like
All
it to
right.
go anywhere?
Um, Kitlak will have it swim through space in the vague direction of the ship. He's going to pull out some of his dried meat rations and toss them ahead of the Star Lancer in line of its open mouth. And
Oh, it will absolutely eat that. Yeah,
yep,
I mean
and
the
he's going to
teeth.
give it a comforting pat.
Look at the picture. Its teeth. Yeah, it's a carnivore.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. You know what?
And Kitlak is going to semaphore in his brain for like identification, like what do you hail as? Basically asking it for its name.
Uh, there is something like a choir of bells and the sound of clouds singing, which you did not know was something that could happen. You couldn't recreate it if you tried.
Hmm. Kitlak is just going to think of something beautiful in his head, like probably a sunset he's seen over the lava fields back on the what's the name of that asteroid thing that we were on? Space Rock.
Stolfall?
Yeah, Soulfall. Yeah, it's like a sunset over the lava fields in Soulfall. Something that in his mind is like soul wrenchingly beautiful.
Um, roll me another insight real quick.
Can do. That is an 18.
While you think you get the beauty across, the image of Soulfall, something about that resonates with this creature, but you're not sure what.
Hmm. Noted.
Meanwhile, it is the enemy's turn. Let's see, what is that red shark going to do? Well, it's going to move, that's for sure. Uh, there it is. Um, oh, that's actually going to be quite fun. Um, yeah, so Shay, you teleported the ship 80 feet away, trying to escape the shark. And a second later, you sense a surge of arcane energy just around the ship somewhere. Pardon me. And suddenly the shark is right in front of you, and it's going for another fireball. So give me a dexterity saving throw, would you, for the ship?
Dex is like -1, I think. So it
All
failed.
right. So let's go ahead and also roll the dexterity saving throws for those kobolds. Ooh, that is not gonna end well. Oh, but I said something mysterious happened, didn't I?
You did.
it looks like something. Looks like a fireball is headed right for you. It just leaves the Githyanki's hand, and then you hear just something from a shundo, a word that seems to hurt your mind, and the fireball canceled. Now you've seen counterspell before. You've never seen it at that range or through a ship, but yeah. Apparently he didn't like the fireball. So she looks actually. Go ahead.
Question, not related to this
Okay.
exactly. The ship teleported. Yeah, was Lechuza were they in contact with the ship when it
The
teleported?
Shuza by that point had fallen to the deck and was trying to
Okay, okay.
wing crawl their way, half walk, half wing crawl to the stairs to fall down it and get inside, away from the fire. Yeah.
That is fair. Just making sure.
Yep. She looks really pissed, and you know what? She's just going to. I'm going to roll a decision die.
That's a die.
That was the die that tried to escape. She decided poorly. She is going to teleport herself onto the ship. And she's going to do it right to the stairs. Because she sees that's the way in right now. And that's all she can do on her turn, unfortunately. Cassie, it is your turn. There's a shark in front of the ship. Or rather, another shark in front of the ship. There's a pissed off Githyanki woman in front of you that has already tried to fireball twice. And you think you see Kitlak and the other shark in the distance.
Earlier when she cast Fireball, did she use verbal?
Is it the shark or is it the Gith?
You could see Shay. It was absolutely the Gith. You think there was a verbal component, but you might not have heard. What's your passive perception?
A passive perception is 14.
You might have heard it. Maybe not. But at the time, she was pretty far away from you, actually.
Okay, not knowing the case, we're just going to assume that she did use verbal components because that's what most people do. Cassie is going to cast Concussion on her.
Ooh, what's that do?
So that's the thing that made all those elves explode. You unleash a wave of thunderous. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. With a Thudum that can be heard 100 feet away, you cause a sudden increase in the air pressure surrounding a creature you can see within range. The target the target must succeed on Constitution saving throw or take 1d8 thunder damage. It's actually 2d8 because it's 5th level. And become deafened until the start of your next turn. That's a 16 con save.
Where is her con? That is only a 12.
So yeah, she takes 2d8 thunder damage.
All right, roll it.
And she is deafened, which, if she does use verbal components, that's going to suck for her. And look, ever damage again. That's 9 damage.
Okay. Double checking spell casting. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Cassie?
She is going to try to duck behind the railing of the stairs there.
Okay. Genevieve, you're up.
Okay. I have a issue currently with Tabletop Simulator. I cannot click anywhere on the window itself or everything blacks out. It's not frozen, it just blacks out on me. So I might
Got
need
it.
to have somebody else roll dice for me.
Fair enough.
Would
know it-
have
Well-
not me do it.
I'll volunteer.
Okay.
I know it's
I'm
not
not afraid.
frozen because I can see like people's mice and stuff moving around and people are moving around, but when I click it and make it active, it just goes completely black. I don't know what's going on. Let's see here. So she is like directly in front. Is she within 5 feet of me?
She's about. Let's see where you are. Yeah, she's about 5 feet in front of you.
All right. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I need her to make a wisdom saving throw against paralysis. Hold
Yeah, that's
person.
a nat 1.
So she is paralyzed as I cast hold person.
Good choice.
Let me just double check something here. Figure that's better than having to have someone roll dice. So they have the paralyzed condition for the next 10 rounds, but at the end of each of their turns, they can repeat the save.
Okay.
And that is my action.
Okay. The ballistae do not turn around. That is too close for the mangonels. So they are just all going to take the dodge action.
Wait. What's happening?
The kobolds on the deck.
They were all faced that way already.
right.
Anyway.
Right, they are facing the shark. So you know what? They can all fire at the shark. Malkiel, you get one. You get the first ballista. Tyler, you get the second, and Goldwyn, go ahead and throw the roll for the mangonel.
All right.
Wow, these kobolds. Wow, these
Wow.
kobolds. Oh, 13.
We're gonna do some drills after this.
Yeah, you
Mangonel.
they all miss again. All of them. The ballistae especially, it's really sad. It's like point blank where they shoot the arrows between the X of the fins, just doing nothing. It's you feel you can see this happen, Kitlak flying in, and you feel the urge to facepalm. Kitlak, it is your turn again.
All right. What's the sitch with? I know that there is one adversary left.
There is
0.
2 Githyanki and 1
Over by you.
shark.
Over by you,
Okay.
there's nothing.
Okay. Is there so there's one Githyanki on the shark. Is there another Githyanki on the shark?
No. There's 2 Githyanki on the ship.
Oh, and no Githyanki on the shark.
Correct. And if you look over to the left on the bigger map, you can see the angle in which you are coming in. I will tell you right now, it will take your full flight speed to get to the ship.
That is fine. Kitlak will do that with the shark, and then Kitlak will, once he gets to the ship, open fire on the nearest Githyanki, which I believe is this guy.
The direction you're coming in, you'll actually pass that guy first.
That is fine. Kitlak is not
No.
biased one way or the other.
Put that shark back.
So
Okay, so it's not the right shark.
if I teleported 80 feet, Kidlak is like here.
You teleported 80 feet towards the left, towards the back of the ship.
Away from the red
Yeah.
shark, which was in this direction, and Kitlak started here.
Oh, so I see what you're saying. No, he still comes to this wing first before he gets closer.
Whichever. Kitlak
But 80
don't
feet
care
is
much.
like 80 feet is like here.
He's
Look,
still going to
Kit-
hit the wing Gith Yankee first, either way.
Kitlag
Okay.
doesn't care. He just wants to shoot a Gith.
Please shoot the one on the wing first, because I've got this one under paralysis for at least one round, maybe more.
Fantastic. Yeah, Kitlag will do that then. So as he's swooping up on this one, he's going to open fire with his +1 pistol first. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right. I'm just gonna roll all the attacks together, if that works, just
That's
to
fine.
make it a little easier. So next one is another one with the +1. This one with Vex, which ends up being a 29 to hit.
That also hits.
And then the last one is going to be a bonus action offhand attack with the King Shot. And that is a glad it is not the nat 1. That is a 21 to hit.
All 3 hit.
All right. And Kitlak is going to use his last combat superiority here as well. He is going to. What is this person holding anything that's on the wing here?
No, he's just standing on it.
Okay.
He has. He can have one of those psychic blades, though.
Okay. Kitlak is. Oh God, there's another way I could have used combat superiority. I didn't even think about. But anyway, Kitlak is going to attempt to knock this guy straight down into the wing with his pushing attack. So that is going to be a strength saving throw from this dude, and DC is 14.
That's an 8.
Okay, so he knocks him flat into the wing. And then that is going to be 1, 2, 3 D10 and a D8. Plus 14. So it's a total of 29 magical piercing and force damage. Do I need to differentiate it?
No, you do not.
Okay, that is 29 magical piercing and force.
Yeah, you knocked him from full health to bloodied.
Neat. And he's just basically riding the shark in, and just as he's riding the shark, just going choo 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 with his 2 guns that he's got, one in each hand.
Roll me a quick animal handling.
Yeah.
Genevieve's just over here glaring at this Gith Yankee she's holding.
Tactical mind. That is a total of 17.
Okay, thank you very much. Shay, what would you like to do?
Man, she wants to get in the fight, but she needs to keep control of the ship, I think. I think we're just gonna dodge action for the ship.
Okay, any bonus action?
No.
Okay. That animal handling is going to resolve itself now. As you are approaching, that last 5 feet of movement is going to be used to stab the now prone Gith Yankee.
Nice.
That is definitely a hit. How much damage is that? That is... Oh, he dead.
You picked the wrong.
Yeah,
Get
so
like
you
skin.
basically pew, 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 and then he just skewers it and shakes it off over the edge of the ship. There's now just a body floating next to you. Githyanki body floating next to you. And then it's just kind of rolls ever so slightly to drop you onto the wing of the ship.
Kitlak will gracefully alight, pull out another ration, and toss it to the shark.
Fair enough. The other shark is... Oh, what are they going to do? They are going to try and mount a rescue, actually, so this will be interesting. I don't know. This isn't usual, but let's see. That's going to be an attack. All attacks are with advantage against someone paralyzed, right?
I'd have to look that up. I don't know off the top of my head.
It's a restrained, but yeah, and paralyzed does restrained.
Okay. Yeah, that is a successful hit. So as the creature is paralyzed, the
Any
shark.
attack is a critical also.
Oh, well, she has a lot more hit points than the other ones, at least. Um, it's going to swim surprisingly dexterously through, just above, dive under the sail, seem to skewer the paralyzed one, and then take a veer sharply to the right.
Did it come within 5 feet of me?
It does not trigger any opportunity attacks. But yes, it did come within 5 feet of you. That's one of its properties. It has flyby.
I'm guessing because it's forcing the paralyzed Githyanki, I can't take an attack of opportunity against the Githyanki.
Um,
That would
Goldwyn,
be fourth
roll a.
movement, so no.
Oh, that's true. That's
Okay.
right. Okay. Yeah, and that's the shark's turn. Cassie, you're up. Lashuza by now has kind of walked on the stairs next to you, and yeah, they aren't looking too hot.
All right. About how far away is the shark now?
It's where it is on the ship, so what is that, 50 feet? Yeah, about 50 feet.
Let's see.
Actually, it'd be closer
I
to that,
guess
so it would be closer to 30 feet.
I guess we are going to. Actually, can Cassie still see the Githyanki?
Yeah, I'll give you that. If you move out of your duck position, yeah.
Okay, she will move out of the duck position, and she's actually going to cast Firebolt against it.
All right, roll with advantage.
That's 19.
That hits, so that's a crit.
We're also gonna accelerate that because I assume Cassie is within 60 feet.
She is.
So add 2d6 to
That's
that.
not.
I'm unsure whether the crit affects that or not. It doesn't say anything about that. But
Yeah, it's any die you roll, so that would be add 4d6.
I'm getting a lot of very average rolls. So I guess 28. 16 fire damage plus 12 of whatever the other damage type was.
I believe it's still fire damage. It's just basically made it hit harder.
just more of the same, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to roll. See if succeeded on its saving throw. No. Okay. Yeah. You deal 28 fire damage.
All right. That would be the end of her turn.
All right. We're just gonna go down the list. Genevieve, do you want to do anything?
It definitely looks like the shark is just hightailing it out of there.
It looks like a tactical retreat. Yes.
Then she will just hold. She is going to. She is going to cast Magic Stone. She's going to pull a stone out of her pocket and cast Magic Stone on it as a bonus action. And then hold her action that if it decides that it wants to come back, she will throw the stone.
Okay. Shay, did you want to tell the kobolds to try and shoot the shark again or not?
Is it up to Shay?
Well, or
I mean, Shay
the
would
captain's not here,
if
so
Captain's not here. Yeah, Shay would say shoot.
okay. Then roll Mangonel. Tyler, roll me a ballista attack. Let's see if the kobolds can take one final pot shot.
Hey, 24.
Oh,
Holy cow!
Figured it out.
All right. With that nat 20, Tyler, I will let you shoot for the Githyanki instead of the shark if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, the shark's an innocent in all this, more or less. You know, I definitely want to take out the Gith if we can.
Okay, so ballista, that is roll 3d10, so 6d10 for that nat 20. And
Are you
Galdwin,
rolling that? Okay.
roll 5d10 to hit that shark for the damage
Okay, you
on the
want me to
shark.
roll it. 3, 1, 2, 3.
I will tell you, if you happen to get maximum damage, Galdwin, that will kill the shark.
I did not.
33 damage.
Hang on, we got a wiggler.
Just pick it up and drop it. That's what I had to do. Ooh, nice.
All right, yeah, neither are dead. The shark looks worse for wear. You kind of just feel in your mind a bit of disappointment at the actions taken for aiming for the shark, Kitlak.
Yeah.
But yeah, next turn round, unless Kitlak or Shay wants to do something, the shark is going to swim off.
Oh, Shay's gonna do something.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about the friendly shark or the
The friendly shark gave you a disappointing mental nudge because one of your crew member hit the other shark. But it is your
Kitlak?
turn technically.
Yeah, Kitlak will make the semaphore for apology in his mind. And he will then semaphore like there's got to be a symbol for like come along with, or you are invited to join our fleet or something in that regard.
Roll me another performance.
Performance or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Okay. I do have one more use of tactical mind if it comes to that. I really don't want to, but we'll see how this goes. That's pretty dang good. I'm going to go with let's see, where's persuasion? That's a 19 for that one.
It has its doubts, but it is you have a feel from the mental. It's moving more towards mental simple emotions rather than actual communication. You have the
Mhm.
feeling it will follow for a while. It's going to observe you.
Okay.
Well, it won't in a second.
Okay, Shay, it is your turn.
Shay wants to barrel roll the ship to hit the shark with the starboard fin.
That's hilarious. The good shark is off of the other fin. So
Yeah,
to be clear.
I am going to. Oh, I don't even know what. I'm going to have you
Hilarious.
just make a general attack roll. Use the ship stats for strength.
Whoops, stop! Don't do anything! Crap, get out of there. Well, they're both fine. We can
I
take
will
five
let
if
you
you
roll
want.
that again because you screwed up on that, and I
You're
am
so
feeling
nice.
generous. And this is hilarious. So this is a point where yes, I will allow you to use RAM incorrectly. So you add
Was a
5.
5? 14?
Um,
Because it's Shay's turn, could you use inspiration?
forgive the French. Fuck it, I don't care if it doesn't meet that AC. Yeah, you're gonna smack the shark with the ship. Roll me. The ram has bludgeoning damage, correct?
Ram Blunt is 16d10.
Make that cut that in half.
8d10. Fair enough.
Yep. But because you are not using the ram, you are using your ship as a weapon. It is also going to take the full damage from this.
What about Kitlak?
Everyone who's on the ship, like, you don't have to worry about it. They are going to stay on that. That's how the gravity well works.
Is
And
Kitlak going to smash into the shark?
No, it's probably like, judging by where it is, it would hit like literally right next to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
Kitlak's
thought
got
you
a
were-
great
this-
view here.
I thought you were going like from under the wing over, not Kitlak's
I
side.
initially I was thinking about that and like, but I can get more momentum if I go the
Yeah.
other way.
No, it just
Right.
makes sense. Going full
You're
fly
right.
swatter on this thing.
Kitlak, make a random dex saving throw for me.
Yeah, from Kitlak's perspective, it's just like the shark that he was, kind of talking to just dips under the fin, and then all the stars or whatever swirl around, and then he sees another shark just come up above him and just slam into the fucking thing next to him, and he is completely awestruck by this whole turn of events. He's been on a ship, he's seen a ship in action, he's never quite been through something like this though, as he gets a hot 6 on that dexterity save.
Okay.
I'm gonna
you are-
need to roll a save too.
Oh, for
I mean, you aren't
remember
swinging around as hard as
Cinder.
Kitlak is.
no, but Cinder's with
No,
Kitlak.
Cinder's around your shoulders.
Oh, Kitlak's on me, or Cinder's on me still. Yeah.
Okay. What is the damage of a shark hitting?
That's a
kobold?
12, or sorry, an 11.
Oh, to hell with it. I'm just going to do that. Okay. You convince this shark to follow you, and then it sees the ship flip over and smack its fellow shark. It is having serious doubts about following you, especially since that smack um, is going to basically. I'm going to roll a luck die. Because are you intending to kill Shay or not?
I mean, yeah, the shark's a bit of wait, the Gith Yankee's a bit of fireball. I don't think Shay understands that the two aren't, you know, the relationship between the shark and the Gith. So she thinks they're all together. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. um, in that case, yeah, you do a barrel roll. Kitlak, you are awestruck, and then you are literally struck by um, what is now the corpse of this the shark. Uh, that's enough damage. I'm gonna pass it on to the Gith Yankee, and yeah, they're both dead now. Just dead, and then flipped. Are you keeping the ship up? I mean, the ship upside down doesn't affect you guys. So
It doesn't matter.
yeah, so you're going to keep the ship upside down, and yeah, there is now a dead shark and a dead Gith Yankee that was just smacked to death. I'm going to roll damage for what was the saving throw for Cinder? 12, right?
That was an 11.
Oh, an 11. Yeah, I say that's fair. 37 bludgeoning damage to you, Kitlak, and to Cinder.
You know
You
that.
just hear
knocks,
woo from the
that knocks Kitlak
Well,
completely
Cinder's a little-
unconscious.
Yeah, Cinder's
Um,
a little broken too. She's gonna have
and
to be
with-
resummoned later.
With that, we are going to exit combat and exit this session. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry for keeping us so late, and we will return next week with the aftermath of doing a barrel roll. Have a
Shay,
good week, everyone.
Shay, you've killed Kitlak.
Oh,
Again.
shit.
Well, that was fun.
It was. I will be right